Hello. Hey guys, we're going to be playing around with some new makeup and actually some new skincare, and then just some things that are like new to me, and some things we're celebrating the anniversary of. So why don't we go ahead and just jump right in? I am going to start with this Charlotte Tilbury Cryo Recovery Face Mask. So it is a face mask, you can see it in there, that comes in this pouch, and you're supposed to stick it in the freezer for a minimum of 30 minutes before use, folded inside this protective pouch. So then we're supposed to remove mask from pouch, place the gel side onto clean skin, which I have, secure top Velcro straps around the back of your head, blah, blah, blah. Remove mask and wipe clean, store in pouch ready for next use. So it is reusable. And then put on face for 10 minutes. So that's what we're gonna do today. So here it Oh, all right. So here are the Velcro straps. Here's the mask. Undo the, wow, these are strong. I'm gonna take this tissue paper off. Oh, these are all little beads. Oh, wow, okay. All right, let's put this guy on. Ooh, it's really cold. I have to kind of move this down a little bit here and get this over my lip. And then, oh, I think this goes under my chin and over my ear. Oh, how interesting. Well, it's obviously very, very cooling. I did have it in the freezer for quite some time. And I do feel like to get the benefits of this, you kind of have to mold it to your face, your particular face. But these straps definitely do a good job kind of keeping it in place. I don't really know what these are supposed to do. This doesn't come with any like instructions or anything. Or any sort of claims. So let me actually go online and see what it says. Oh, it says I'm supposed to put this Cryo Recovery Eye Serum. I'm supposed to put this on first, it looks like. So it's a 10-minute ice-powered mask to visibly shrink and lift facial skin for a firmer, smoother, more lifted and refreshed look. Inspired by high-performance ice technology of cryotherapy and the ancient art of facial acupressure techniques, this unique reusable mask works in synergy with Charlotte Tilbury's research-powered skincare to create visibly lifted, firm, refreshed, and revived skin. Let me take this off, and then, oh wow. Definitely leaves a mark. I wonder if I put it on too tightly. And then let me put this on first. Let's see. Oh, it's got one of those metal tips. Again, this is the Cryo Recovery Eye Serum. I'm going to squeeze just a little out. And I think one of the ingredient callouts is caffeine. Am I right? Yeah, caffeine complex. And I am a big fan of any eye product that claims to be depuffing. Big fan of that. All right, let's get this back on. And I'm not gonna Velcro it quite as tight as I had it. It was really tight. All right, and these beads definitely stay cool for a long time, which is really nice. All right, I'm gonna leave this on my face for a total of 10 minutes, probably another 5, 6, 7 minutes, and I will be right back. All right, it's been about 5 minutes. Let me get this off my face. What I will say is, I don't know if these points are actually doing anything. I think you'd have to really tighten this down to get these acupressure points to actually work. Maybe if the beads were a little bit bigger, but I like the idea. I like where she's going with this. And my beads, I want to say, they're pretty much like my skin temperature now. They don't feel cold anymore. Does my face look depuffed? I don't know if my face needed depuffing. Today was one of those rare days where I didn't feel exceptionally puffy, but I do feel like under my eyes, it looks a bit smoother. So that's nice. All right, well, thank you, Charlotte Tilbury, for this cryo mask. I'm gonna have to wipe it down later before I put it away in its protective pouch and stick it back in the freezer, but that feels really, really great. And I do often wake up feeling kind of warm, so this will be really nice in the mornings. All right, as for foundation, we are celebrating Kevyn Aucoin's The Sensual Skin Enhancer's 20th anniversary. Can you believe that? So this is one of those iconic Kevyn Aucoin products. I actually became really, really interested in this product when I saw Jackie Aina use it, and she used it in such a creative way. And this is in a video, gosh, I want to say 2 years ago at this point. I never really bit the bullet because this is a very unique product, a product I would say very much geared towards makeup artists. So I always kind of shied away from it because it is very, very highly pigmented, concentrated, kind of a rich cream foundation. So that's why it comes in this really teeny tiny pot. Here is the Sensual Skin Enhancer. And you're meant to mix it with a moisturizer or something to kind of thin it out, and so you can kind of customize the coverage of it. So the PR team over at Kevyn Aucoin was kind enough in sending me 3 different shades. So this is SX04, and then they also sent over SX05. Here's 05, here's 04, here's 5. I feel like 4 looks a little bit more peachy. And then they also sent over SX10. Also looks like it may work. So I may be mixing all of this together. They also sent over their Sensual Skin Primer, which is something they said you can mix in if you basically want to thin down the Sensual Skin Enhancer, which is definitely something I'm going to want to do. So we're going to be doing a little bit of mixing here, which I don't do often on this channel. Again, that's, you know, makeup artist territory, and I am no makeup artist. So I may actually go with SX10, but let's play around. I'm going to start with SX10 and the Sensual Skin Primer. So the primer comes in a little tube, and I used to have a little palette, and I don't know what I did with it. I don't think I've seen it since my move. I wonder if it got lost in the shuffle. Anyway, I guess I'll just... Should I just mix it up on the back of my hand? I don't know if that's enough space. Well, let's try that. We'll start there. So I'm going to squeeze out some of the primer here. This looks fairly thin. Is it running? Yeah, it's running a little bit. Let me shake it up just to make sure that is the proper consistency. That seems about right. And then I do have one of these tools, so I'm going to use this to plop out some of this SX10. Wow, so there is the texture for the Sensual Skin Enhancer. Very, very thick. And every time I've gone into store, actually I haven't seen this in store in a while, but you know, back in the day, a couple years ago, every time I went into store and looked at this, the, you know, little samples or whatever, it was just so intimidating. I was like, oh my God, it's so thick. So I just never picked it up. So I'm really, really excited to try this today. So I'm just scraping some off of the protective cap here. I can't even tell you how small of an amount I just put onto the back of my hand. And it's, you know, I mixed it with the primer. So let me apply this, see how this looks. Okay, that would be very light coverage. Let me scoop out a little bit more here. So this is how much I'm adding in. If I wanted fuller coverage, this SX10 I think would definitely be too deep for my skin tone. Yeah, I think I would have to mix in SX5. And in fact, I'm gonna grab some of it now. I'm just enjoying kind of playing around. This is really fun. It's really fun, like mixing this all up on the back of my hand here. Just gonna take my Bobbi Brown foundation brush and apply the rest. I used a lot more of the SX5. Ooh, that's nice. Wow, I think I mixed up a pretty decent shade between the SX10 and the SX5. Ooh, that's nice. I don't feel like my coverage looks too much. I feel like I got a really nice medium. Let's use it actually as concealer because I have these spots here. Let me go in straight with this SX5 shade. I'm just gonna dab it right on those spots. I can't believe how little of this product you need. In fact, I think I put too much over here. Let me use a brush. That was so much fun. If you guys are into like playing around with your makeup, or if you feel like you can never get the right coverage or the right shade or something, maybe look into this Sensual Skin Enhancer from Kevyn Aucoin, because that was a lot of fun. And again, no makeup artist here. And I think I did a pretty good job getting coverage that I like, getting a shade that worked for me. And you don't even need to get this Sensual Skin primer. I think you can use like any kind of moisturizer you like if you wanted to like thin it down and kind of thin out the coverage. So this Sensual Skin Enhancer is also waterproof, just FYI. So it's definitely going to be very, very long lasting. All right, well, I don't need concealer with that. I feel like it gave me really good coverage there. Do I need some powder? This actually is set down really, really nicely. So I don't know if I need powder. I feel like the finish of it is really beautiful. It's very, very skin-like. So I think I'm gonna forego powder as well. So I think I'm gonna jump straight into cheek products. So I have the new Tom Ford Blush Duos. Now, I've been holding on to these because apparently there's supposed to be 6 new shades that's coming out, but only 4 seem to have popped up. And I thought, well, let me just, do a video maybe dedicated to all of them once all 6 come into store, come online or whatever. And it still looks like there's only 4. So I don't know if only 4 are being released. I don't know if 2 are being held up somewhere. I don't really know, but I figured let me just go ahead and use the 4 for you guys. So I actually purchased these from Tom Ford and I have not even opened them up yet. So let's take a close look at these. Oh wow, so this one is Peach Poison number 3. I wonder if I can use this as bronzer, maybe, I don't know. There's Peach Poison. Ooh, I do like the sheen of these powders. There's a little creaminess to them. Next we have Sun Drunk. Ooh, this is nice. It's like a neutral, kind of peachy pink. So that is these 2 here. This is Sun Drunk. This was Peach Poison. Sun Drunk. And then we have Explicit Flush. And this looks brighter and then more neutral. So here is Explicit Flush. You can barely see this one, but this one has a little bit of a really, really slight metallic sheen to it. And then here's the bright color. And then finally, I have Cherry Blaze. By the name, I thought it would be a little bit more pink. But there is Cherry Blaze. Let me swatch these. So here is Cherry Blaze. Let me go ahead and actually swatch all of these duos next to each other, and I will put labels on the swatches to let you know which shade is which. It's so weird because when I open each duo one by one, I think, oh, this kind of looks like the one before, but when I have them all open, they look very different actually from one another. So anyway, here are the swatches for all of them and all of the labels. I would say Sun Drunk number 5 is the most neutral, and then the other 3 all are fairly warm leaning. The only one that has a little bit of neutrality in it is Explicit Flush, which has this kind of nude, but the rest of them all have like a pretty strong peachy feel to them. So I think I'm gonna use Peach Poison. I'm gonna use this deeper side as a shade, as like a contour or bronzer type shade. See if it works. All right, I've got my Rephr 22 brush. It is very large compared to this half of the pan. So I'm gonna be careful just to pick up that side. And these powders, I'm excited to report, remind me very, very much, like they're behaving very, very much like the Glow bronzers, the last version of the bronzers that Tom Ford has come out with in the pan. I really, really love the formula of that because it's a really soft powder and they just sort of, it's almost like a powder to cream kind of formula. They really just melt into your skin. So if these behave like those bronzers, I'm gonna be real excited. All right, so I just picked up a little bit. I'm just gonna add it right underneath my cheekbone. I think you can see a bit of the peachiness, but I think it also works. I mean, it is deep enough for my skin tone to act as a shadow as well, but I think you see a bit of the peachiness, which kind of softens it up a little bit. Okay. I may grab some of this neutral shade from Explicit Flush and just dust that over just to see what happens. Oh, I think that made it a little pinkier. I am really liking how they're applying. See how the edges just look so diffused? I think these are really similar, if not the same kind of formula to those glow bronzers. I'm so excited. So what should we put actually on my cheekbones? I think I want to use this Sun Drunk. This is the one that I was saying was the most neutral. I think I'm just going to mix these two and throw that onto my cheeks. Yes, I think these are like the same as the glow bronzer. I'm getting the same sheen from the powder. There's nothing metallic or glittery about these powders, but they have a sheen, and you can't even really see it in the pan. In the pan, I would almost say they were probably like a matte blush, but oh, they're like a satin. That is really pretty. Okay. The pigmentation is there too. None of these have been shy about pigmentation. Really easy to blend out and like instantly diffused. Ooh. Now I loved the Tom Ford cheek color blushes, the ones that just were one color, they weren't duos. And I was really, really upset when I learned that those were being discontinued. They are being replaced by this. And I was very skeptical. And when I saw the duos, I was like, why do they have to be duos? Why can't we just do a simple blush? And I just was going on and on in my own head. But I have to say, I'm really loving this formula. Look how airbrushed that looks. Airbrushed. And I have like 4 different shades on, and it all just looks melded onto the skin. Yeah, I think this is a very similar, if not same, formula to those glow bronzers. I think I have a little bit more blush on this side than this side. Ooh, okay, well, I hope the other 2 come out soon because I'm gonna pick them up. Okay, sorry, moving on. I'm gonna use a highlighter that I have long enjoyed very, very much, one of my favorites. It's the Bobbi Brown Pink Glow. But I am using the Ulla Johnson version. So Bobbi Brown has done another collaboration with fashion designer Ulla Johnson. And a lot of times they kind of repackage stuff. And so they've done that to their highlighter in Pink Glow in this amazing limited edition packaging. And while it's the same highlighter, there's a different imprint on there. Isn't that pretty? And these Bobbi Brown highlights are baked gelée highlights, and so you definitely need a firmer brush to pick up the product. But I'm just gonna throw some on there. Not going too crazy with the highlight. Sorry, just adding a little bit more blush to the side. I feel like it's heavier on this side. Sorry, enough fussing with the blush, but it's so pretty. Okay, for eyes. I have used this formula before, but all of these colors are new to me. So Descorté was kind enough in sending me like a whole slew of their Eye Glow gems, and I pretty much took out the ones that I know I would really, really love to use. So I've taken out 5 of them, and these shadows are like a putty shadow. They're really, really pretty, and they all have like a little sparkle to them. They all have like a very soft touch to them. They're really, really beautiful, and they all work together really nicely. So I just wanted to try out these colors that are new to me. This one is GD082. So there's GD082. Here is BE303. And this one's like my skin tone, but it's right there. There's like a little bit of a sheen there. Wow, that's actually really pretty. So this is, can you see where my finger was? So that's the texture. It's like a putty texture. Next we have BE802. Here is BE802. It's just a little bit deeper than the previous color. And here is, wow, BR, it's either 384 or 364. I'll have all the info down below in the description box. I'll have to look it up. Ooh, look at that. Oof. So pretty. And then this one is GY 080060. Sorry, I'm getting my 8s and 6s mixed up. There's that one, GY 080060. Oh, God, those are so pretty. Okay, I think I'm gonna play with this first BE beige color and then move into these and maybe highlight with this one. These two I think are just too close, so I'm gonna stick with the lighter one. So I've got a Sonia G Worker 2 brush here, and you know, in terms of its texture, I keep calling it like a putty texture, which I think is the closest description, but I also use that word to describe like the Westman Atelier iPods, but that is a much firmer, denser kind of putty. These are softer. Very pretty, although I doubt you guys can even see them applied. I think it just looks like maybe it's evening out my skin tone a little bit. I think it's a little bit lighter than my actual skin tone, but I'm just focusing that on like the inner portion of my lids. And then I'm gonna go in with that BR384 color, and I'm gonna add this to the outer corners. So easy to work with. And then I'm gonna grab this gray one, 0800, and just deepen up the outer edge here in my lash line. I think I'm gonna sweep more of that second color that I used. I'm gonna go in a little heavier with that all over my lid. And then, do I add some of this gold glitter? Let me tap some on here. Ooh. Wow, well, I knew I loved this formula, but all of these colors are gorgeous. Guys, I'm still staring at my blush. I do have a new mascara. I'm wondering if I need a little bit of eyeliner. I think I do. Hang on one second. I've got my Wang Essential Eye Kohl pencil in Rich Hazel. Do I have Rich Hazel? No, I have Precious Opal. I'm just gonna tight line with this. All right, on to mascara. I do have a new mascara. Grande Cosmetics sent me their Grande Fanatic. I don't think I've tried this one. It's their fanning and curling mascara. So 100% of the people that tested this mascara saw lifted, longer looking lashes. I was like, lifted? Okay. 98% saw more voluminous, healthier looking lashes. All right. So, oh wow. No, I definitely have not tried this because this packaging I would not have forgotten. Ooh, looks like candy, doesn't it? All right, here is the wand. So it's a plastic, very short bristle wand. It's like barely curved. And I think, I can't tell if like the bristles are twisting around. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Let me go ahead and just apply the mascara. Curling my lashes first would help. Let me do that. Okay, now I'm gonna apply mascara. I feel good. Has kept my curl. Okay. Is this waterproof? It does not say that it is waterproof. It is infused with wide lash, which is a biotin peptide. Okay, let me try another coat. Ooh, the volume really pops up on the second coat. I really usually only like mascaras with one coat. I just don't like when my lashes start to get really thick looking. I like that really light, kind of feathery look. Not bad. My lashes are still sticking up. Okay, the Grande Fanatic Fanning and Curling Mascara. Excellent. All right, Charlotte Tilbury sent me her Super Nudes lipsticks, and I was gonna get them when I ordered the new Gasm palette, which you guys know I love. It showed up in last month's favorites. But I have so many lipsticks, but she was kind enough in sending these to me, so I gotta try them on. So she sent me all 4. We've got Cover Star, Catwalking, Runway Royalty, and Supermodel. So I'm gonna start with the lightest shade, which is Cover Star. And this is, wow, this is nude. If I've ever seen nude. Ooh. Okay, wow. If you're into the concealer lip look no further. I don't usually go for nudes that are this light, but there's something about this one I kind of like. It's very neutral on my lips. You know, it doesn't read too peach, which I feel like a lot of very light nudes end up looking, just like a very, very light peach. And that never looks that good on me. This one I feel like is more just like a brown. Does it make my teeth look yellow? Not bad, not bad. Okay, so that was Cover Star. Wow, this could actually be like a concealer lipstick that I can get down with. Let me take this off and we will move on to the next color, Catwalking. So here is Catwalking. These all are really, truly nude. They're all very, very brown based. Ooh, pretty. I mean, this definitely has a bit more peach in there. Another winner, Catwalking. Here is Runway Royalty, and by the looks of this bullet, it's not like squared off at the top. I think this is a kissing formula versus the other 2 that I tried on, which were the Matte Revolution formula. I love her kissing formula. Ooh, this is, yeah, just a little bit like pinker than this one, Catwalking, which was a little bit peachier. And last but not least, we have Supermodel, and I believe this one is a Matte Revolution formula. So yeah, it's got that squared off bullet there. All right, there is Supermodel, the deepest color out of the 4, very kind of mid-tone, rosy color. Charlotte Tilbury does these colors so great. All right, well, that is it for my trying new makeup video. I think these Tom Ford blush duos are winners. I love this formula. I mean, does anything go on this airbrush looking? So good. So good. Yeah, everything I tried was great. These Décolleté shadows are so gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. My lashes are still curled from that Grande Cosmetics mascara. The lipsticks, I mean, Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks, amazing, amazing. And this Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer, I mean, for years I've been intimidated by this product, but I'm so glad I gave it a shot. And being able to like mix and kind of play with the shade and the coverage and everything is really, it's kind of empowering. It's really, really nice to be able to like customize all of that. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let me know if you have any questions down below in the comment section. Everything will be linked down below in the description box if you're interested. Subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.